Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about how to generate a great business idea. Many of you may be tired of working for someone, going for your 9 to 5 p.m. job, and maybe some of you too feel it's actually the right time for you to build your own brand and do your own thing. And others might have saved up enough money and they say, oh, I think it's time I actually relax and maybe try to grow a business. If you fall in any of these categories, relax. We are here to think about a good business idea together. Stay with me. Before I start talking about the sources of great business idea, I want you to understand that great business ideas are not stumbled upon. It is something you actually create based on your understanding of your marketplace, what the customers want, and how much and at what price range also they are willing to pay for your goods and services. I also want you to understand that business ideas are differentiated and might not be unique in itself. What do I mean by that? You might have heard the common saying that any business you have ever thought about to, somebody else have also thought about to do the same business, or is even doing the same business you intend to do. But what differentiates you and this other business person is your creativity, how and what you want to do to stand out with this business. Let me give you an instance. There's this hair extension company that I know of that do hair extensions in different colors, but they are limited to a particular color. Then this other brand came on board and they decided to make hair extension in different and in almost all the colors, even some colors that you probably have not even thought of. You can literally see this hair extension in those colors. Now, they are not the original owner of this idea, but what did they do? They made it a little different by adding some spices into this idea that is already existing, and that is what made them stand out. So no business idea is actually unique in itself, because somebody else is probably doing the same thing, but it's your ability to make a difference and to differentiate your product from this other person that stands you out. Then the next thing I want to talk about is that idea creation is a continuous process. It's not because you have this idea in your head before you launch into the market. Does not mean that that is the actual product you're going to be taking into the market. When you do your research and you go to try to understand the marketplace, what the customers want, and how much they are actually willing to pay for this, you might want to add some spices or readjust yourself. So idea creation is a continuous process of remodeling until you actually get a perfect idea of what you want to project. Now let's talk about the sources of great business idea. I'm actually going to tell you that the first place you should look for business ideas is inward. What do I mean? Look around you. What is your passion? What is your hobby? What makes you feel okay? When you look inward, you do find out that there is something you could literally do with this your passion, your potential that is lying inside of you, could actually help you generate a great business idea that could actually be a talk of town or make its name in the international market. So yes, number one thing is number one place to look for ideas is inward. Look inward and you might have a great idea. The number two thing is look around your environment. Is there a need or a problem that needs to be solved? This is time for you to actually fill into this shoe. Create a business idea out of this situation and launch it to the market. The number three thing is there a need for a lead? Okay, let's say for instance, you are in a place where we have to get this particular product might be far away, and you're like, okay, how about if I bring it closer to these people? So something that you have witnessed, yeah, a lot of people have an idea, maybe you see this idea in Lagos and you feel like, okay, what about I replicate this idea in Port Harcourt or in another state? Yes, this is you trying to fill in a gap, seeing a lead and filling it. A business idea and a great one also can come out of that. Another thing I need to talk about is things to consider when creating a business idea. Now, there are three main factors, and from what my coach said that these three factors is what determines if this business idea you're about to go into is ever going to be successful or is going to be a failure. The number one thing is the idea itself. Is this particular idea that you intend to go into, is it something that is value adding? Is it going to be adding a value to your society, to the environment, and to life in general? Is it something that the consumers, your customers, will literally be driven towards? Is it something that they are going to really pay a certain amount to get? Is it something they consider of value? Is it something that is valuable to them? That's one thing you need to consider, and the first thing you need to consider. Then another thing you need to consider before going into this business idea is you, the creator of the business idea, are you passionate enough for this idea that you are about to go into? Is it something that you're going to stand and withstand the hurdles? Are you sufficiently driven to stand the challenges and the hurdles that come with creating and building this business idea? Because one thing is for sure, the entrepreneurship journey is not an easy one. There are a lot of ups and downs that comes with startup. So you're going to come across hurdles at every stage, but it's only when you're passionate about what you do that you want to keep going. Then another thing is, do you have enough resources financially to start this business and to grow it? Do you have enough resources at your disposal to start this business? If you don't have, how do you intend to actually raise enough resources to be able to start this business? These are the most important things you need to consider when going into a business idea and before establishing a business. Now let's talk about testing and validation of these business ideas. Number one is there a fit between you and this business idea? It falls back to what I talked about before. Are you passionate enough? Is there a connection? Does this business idea you intend to go into, does it resonate with your person? Does it represent you in any way? Is it something you're so passionate about? Does it go with your belief about a particular thing? So is there a connection between you and this business idea you're going into? Because you have to be passionate enough for this business to actually strive and grow. Number two thing you need to consider is this business idea, does it address or solve any particular problem? Is it value adding? Does it solve a particular challenge? Or does it fill in any particular gap in the society and your environment? Number three thing is, do you have a market for it? Is there already existing growing market for this business idea you intend to go into? Is the market growing or is it shrinking? Is there a profitable market for it? Is there going to be a return in investment for this business idea you are actually going into? This business idea, do I have the financial resources to actually push for it? If I'm going to be getting a loan or get investors to invest into the business, am I going to be having enough profit? You as a business owner, are you passionate enough to actually do this business? This business you're about to go, do you have the passion, the capacity? Are you sufficiently driven and determined to walk through this business and see it grow? Are you going to pack up after 1 month of trying and encountering challenge and just pack up and decide to go? So this is things you need to consider when going into this business idea. Do you have the passion, the willingness to watch the business grow? It might not. There is a saying that 95% of businesses die in their first 5 years. So the first 5 years in this business, are you willing and strong enough to stand and patiently work with this idea and see it grow? This is your business idea. Is it consistent with the societal and cultural norm of your environment? Is it something that goes well with the environment? I get to understand from my mentor, probably the first time I'm hearing that there are some places and societies you go to and they don't sell alcoholic drinks because of their norm, their cultural and their societal norm. So the business idea you're going into, is it consistent with the societal and cultural norm of the environment where you intend to operate? The last thing is, this business idea, does it have any fatal flaws that is going to affect you or cause a problem or become an issue for you in the short or in the long run? So these are things you need to consider when trying to generate a business idea that can literally work well and that can actually grow into success. Right. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed to my channel. Like and share, and stay tuned for other wonderful tips that could help you move a step ahead in your business and help you eventually grow your business. We are in this together, and until I come your way next time, keep doing what you're doing.